Sup nerds, and welcome to my Tormented Demons guide. Today I'm going to quickly run through what setup I use to kill Tormented Demons, as well as show you some example kills. Tormented Demons drop two big items, the Burning Claws, which are around 8 mil at the time of this video, as well as the Tormented Synapse, which is around 60 mil at the time of this video. You can also expect around 40k Slayer XP an hour here, but your rates may vary depending on setup and levels. But enough of my rambling, let's get into the video. So here's a look at my setup. I'm currently on a Greater Demon task, and they count as Greater Demons, so I have a Slayer Helm, imbued of course. I have the Fire Cape, an Arc Light, Ferocious Gloves. If you don't have these, you can just use Barrow's Gloves, it works just as well. Prim Boots, Berserker Ring Eye. I'm using Crystal Legs because I'm going to be using full Crystal, I just don't have a leg switch. A Fighter Torso, a Dragon Defender, Amulet of Torture, and we have Dragon Javelins, which I'll explain in 1 second. And as far as my inventory, for my range switch, I'm using Crystal, like I said, so I have a Crystal Body, Ava's Assembler, Barrow's Gloves, like I said, if you don't have Ferocious Gloves, you can just use these instead and save on a switch, or you could add, a leg switch or something if you want. I'm using the Bofa, Necklace of Anguish. If you don't have this or the Torture, you could just use like a Fury. That would be fine. And then we also have a Heavy Ballista, which is what the Dragon Javelins are for, and Darok's Great Axe. And you want these because when his shield goes down, when he switches attack styles, you can use these weapons to deal a massive blow. You'll see in the kill examples of an example of that, but it is a huge help and it's definitely worth bringing, in my opinion. And then we have anglerfish. One anglerfish is going to be to overheal before we go because we're going to need an extra space when we switch the Bofa. We're going to have to take off the Arc Light and the Dragon Defender. And we have 8 super restores, 2 super combats, 2 ranging potions. You could bring divine, um, but if you're not using like a Bofa in full crystal, I would advise bringing like a blowpipe and carols instead, and that might be more of a use case to bring divine super combat or range because the blowpipe also works very well there and you get heals off the special attack. Um, but I just prefer to use the Bofa and use the special attack with the arc light. Um, and then we need a sapphire lantern, unless if you have a temple teleport. You need a telly out, so I'm using my construction cape. You can use a health telly or something. And I'm also bringing thralls, and in my pouch I have cosmics, fires, and bloods. That's by no means do you need to bring that. Absolutely not. But if you want a little extra DPS, you can, but like I said, by no means do you need to bring thralls. It's just an extra. You can replace that with another super restore or maybe a little bit more food. On your first trip, I would maybe substitute a super restore too, or only bring 1 super combat and 1 ranging potion for a little more food, just so you get used to it. Um, Tormented demons are literally the same exact thing as demonic gorillas, just a little more stronger. So, um, on your first trip, you might make a few mistakes and they can hit pretty hard. So, I would, like I said, substitute a couple things, whether it's super combat ranging potions or super restores for a couple extra pieces of food. Um, and you're also going to want to set your heavy ballista to accurate because your attack speed doesn't matter when it comes to using that weapon against them. Let's get into a kill. Alright, so we're going to use the Tears of Gothic's teleport instead of a temple teleport just to show you how to get there. I'm using my house to get there. If you do not have a jewelry box, you'll probably have to use like a games necklace or something like that. And we're gonna run over, climb up this wall over here, and then use our sapphire lantern on one of these light creatures and travel down. Also, you want to use the opposite thrall of whatever two attack styles you're using. So I'm using melee and range, so I'll be using the mage thrall. If you are using melee and mage, you want to use a range thrall, or etc. And you can also use mage attack style here as well. I will put the wiki strategy guide in the description below for you guys, so you can look at that if you want. So we're gonna run all the way over here and climb up the wall. The temple teleport is a lot easier and quicker to get here, obviously, but they all also are quite expensive. I'm an iron, obviously, so I don't have to really buy them, but I think the last time I looked, they were like 20 to 25k a pop, so they're pretty expensive. Uh, anyway, so run up here, and you will see there's a bunch of different ways you can go to the left and the right, and there's also some in the middle right here. Usually the middle ones are taken by people, as you can see, so we're just going to go down here. You can go down any path, they'll have some. And there's no one here, it looks like. Awesome. So I usually just stop running right around here just so I don't go to 0. Not that it really matters that much, but we're going to pot up here. And we're going to summon our thrall, turn on our protection prayers and piety, and go to work. You see there, I kind of ran back when I first attacked. That was just to see if he followed me. If he follows you, that means he's going to be using melee. If he doesn't, then it's going to be either range or magic. So here he switched protection prayers. We're going to switch to range and switch to eagle eye. You can prayer flick if you're a sweaty nerd, but I'm not one. Pretty straightforward, as you guys can see. We're just going to wait until he switches attack styles. He's going to bind us, and then we're going to have to move like this. If you hold control on your keyboard, you'll notice when he binded me, uh, he turns your run off. So if you hold control on the keyboard and click away, you will actually automatically like run, and vice versa. If you have run on and you use control, you'll walk. So it's a good little helpful hint to dodge the fireballs he throws at you when he binds you and changes attack styles. And don't forget to use the heavy ballista Durex axe for the big blow too. It's a really big one. And see how quickly and easily these guys, it's really not hard. Like I said, they're literally just a little stronger version of demonic gorillas. I'm going to show you a couple more kill here just to give you guys another example. See if maybe he can attack with melee so you guys can see. He's not running toward me, so I know he's not using melee there. But we guessed correctly with mage. Use my spec on him. And I'm not summoning my thrall yet because he's protecting from mage. Switch to range. And we're going to back off a little bit just so when he switches attacks, if he starts to walk toward me, that means he's using melee, and that's the only real time you're gonna take damage is when he uses melee against you, because then he can either use mage or range. There's no way to predict, you just kind of gotta guess. There we go, shoot some flames at you. If you don't move out of the way for that, it's gonna hit you big. So you definitely want to pay attention to that. That's the only other way you'll really get any damage taken. It's either after his melee phase or if you don't dodge those fireballs that he launches at you. Another tip I like to do is in the beginning, I wait until he switches prayers, I switch attack styles, and then just keep the prayer book open because he's going to more than likely switch attack styles before you can kill him. But see, it's 2 easy kills and 2 dragon daggers, hooray! And we'll try to see if we can get him to attack with melee one time just to show you guys that. But see, I summon my thrall, I attack, I move away, see if he's going to chase me, he's not, so I guess mage, and I guessed correctly. And we're just gonna keep attacking, keep a prayer up. It's, like I said, pretty simple. You guys can see it's not too difficult. It's just sometimes you can lose focus and uh, not pay attention, get hit by the fireballs or something. Let's see, I'm going to leave my prayer book open now because I know he's going to switch attack styles before he switches prayers again, more than likely, of course. Unless if I get some big hits. Nope. So he's switching, and see, he's following me. So I know it's melee. And I use Darok's big hit, 77 there. That's why Darok's and Heavy Ballista are amazing to use once he switches attack styles. And he's going to switch prayer soon here. Yep, right there. Switch to melee. Piety on. And he's gonna change attack styles again. See, we're just gonna guess, and I guess wrong. And he hit me with a 1. That's lucky. Sometimes he'll hit you with a 20 or something. Oh, another dragon dagger. Hooray! Thank God for that, huh? Well, that's it for the Tormented Demons guide, guys. I hope you liked it, and I hope it was able to help you guys maybe get a little more consistent there. Or if it's your first time, I hope I was able to give you some tips on how to kill them. If you guys could like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. You can find that in the description below. Um, Feel free to comment how you like the video. If you want to add anything, please do. And let me know if you guys got the Synapse or Burning Claws. I'm 300 KC plus right now and haven't gotten anything yet, but hopefully the tides will turn soon. But thank you guys, and I'll see you next time, nerds. Peace.